The interesting thing about having a mic or sound is that it opens up the space a little bit. I could be here or back here. Today is an interesting day. It's end of and the beginning of at the same time. It's the end of the tenets, attributes, pillars of our philosophy. Now here's the interesting thing. Never really did write down my philosophy or this philosophy that I live by. Granted, it has evolved over time. However, currently, in order to evolve into, when I started hiking, it was a fun thing to do. And the discipline that I picked up while I was hiking facilitated the completion of our website in an odd way. And currently, we're working on a mobile app. This is what's going to get us there, hopefully. The discipline that comes from doing burpees will hopefully get us closer to the goal of completing our mobile app, at least the first iteration, which includes a merchant directory and the beginnings of a buyers club. What is a buyers club? The manifestation of a buyers club that we will have on our app in the beginning will be mostly a review-based system. We'll prioritize merchant onboarding, so that quadrant of development will be fast-tracked, whereas the gamification of the merchant experience will be incrementally developed. Suffice it to say that website development is completed. So the new phase is mobile and API development, software development. Right. So what skills do we need to get there apart from burpees? Well, don't knock burpees. Burpees are dope. Here's the thing about burpees. It teaches you discipline. You get to wake up in the morning, start feeling like it's school again, And you kind of need that because at some point you'll have to now start meeting merchants and visiting places. And the way that you're used to working is not necessarily going to be the way that other people work. So we need a schedule. Now, for the theme of the day, what is a skill set that will get us to where we want to go? Well, anytime I try and do something or anytime I do something, I usually rely on an algorithm. Not entirely as, the 10 Commandments, but in the sense that when you're lost, you need compass. So you don't go hiking without a compass or a guide. Therefore, our compass to get us to the merchant app and the buyers club and eventually financial fitness club is what we'd like to call the championship algorithm. What is the championship algorithm? Well, we have covered a good chunk of it. The 5 W's and H that we have been answering with each video is an example. It's part of it. And the conclusion to that and the beginning of our journey is what part does spirituality play vis-a-vis mentorship? Because you can pray all you want and things might not change. In fact, most religious or spiritual texts